Okay, Ismenia, are you ready? Ismenia.
Leave me alone, throw me a bone, I'm on the phone, you're in the zone. We're out of school, you know I'm cool, just break a rule, I'm no one's fool. We're on the show, the time to go.
On this edition of School Zone Dallas, we'll try to keep up with an elementary school running club in Oak Cliff.
We'll meet a student at Molina High School whose involvement in ballet folklorico has kept him in school.
And we'll see how mentors make a difference in the lives of teenagers. We're heading into the zone,
School Zone Dallas.
Hi, I'm Royce, a senior at Lincoln Communications Magnet.
And I'm Ismenia, a senior at Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. And welcome to another edition of School Zone Dallas.
Now, what was all that rapping nonsense about?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I just got in the zone there for a second.
I guess you did. Today's School Zone Dallas originates from sunny South Dallas, home of Julius C. Frazier Elementary School.
Julius C. Frazier has been an exemplary school in the last 2 years, and recently it was named a distinguished school by the Texas Education Agency. Here's the school's principal, Rachel George.
On behalf of Julius C. Frazier, faculty, staff, and students, we'd like to welcome School Zone Dallas here at Julius C. Frazier this morning.
Thanks, Ms. George. Throughout the show, we'll be checking in with our field reporter, Christy, to tell us more about Julius C. Frazier. Hey, Christy, what's going on?
Right now, I'm in the school's library, where as many as 70 volunteers from Texas Instruments come in to work with individual students once a week. This is Margot.
Well, hi, Christy.
Hi, Margot. Tell us why you decided to volunteer here at Frazier.
Well, TI has been involved with this school for more than 10 years, and all of us, the tutors here, feel like these children hold the key to the future of our city, so we certainly want to help them every way we can to be successful.
All right, thank you very much. I'll tell you more about the school later on in the show. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Christy.
You know, speaking of adults who make an impact on students' lives, we have a story about that.
That's right. Here's Kirsten with the story about mentors who are helping students throughout the city.
Hey y'all, Kirsten here at South Oak Cliff High School, home of the Golden Bears, to introduce you to two very cool people. Tony and Kirk have been working as student and mentor for more than a year, and as you're about to see, it's a bond that provides both friendship and support.
Hi, my name is Juan Antonio Garcia. People call me Tony. I'm a senior at South Oak Cliff High School. He talks to me about whatever I want to talk about. He asked me about my interests. It was kind of awkward at first because, I mean, you know, I didn't know him. I was just getting to know him, though, but he's a good person, though.
Hi, my name is Kirk Johnson. I'm Employee Relations Director for Brinks Incorporated here in Dallas. Tony's he's a good kid. I mean, he's pretty easygoing, doesn't talk a lot. I don't either, so we get along well there. But he loves baseball, loves working on his truck and doing automotive things. Well, I would say over the past year, Tony has made some changes. For the most part, it's subtle, but you know, certainly he opens up more. I think he's gotten more comfortable, you know, with me. When we first got together, you know, I'd say the first couple of meetings were I did most of the talking and that sort of thing, which, you know, you would expect, I think. But he's opened up more. I think he's probably a little more aggressive and going after things he wants.
Tony and Kirk are part of a new mentoring program sponsored by DISD and Big Brothers Big Sisters. The initiative's goal is to match at-risk freshmen with positive role models in hopes of making the sometimes rocky years of high school more manageable.
Hi, I'm Diana Aguirre, and I'm the Youth Mentoring Program Specialist for the Dallas Independent School District. It's not about tutoring. It's not about helping them with their homework or tests. It's really teaching them about life and giving them that support that they can do it, that they can finish the 9th grade, they can go on to the next grade and eventually graduate. Mentoring is an incredible experience. As the program specialist, I hear the different stories, and I've heard stories from some of my mentors who say, well, my student comes from a really tough background, and he is now talking about not only graduating from high school, but going off to college. And just to hear that's very encouraging, and that just makes your day complete. The 9th grade has the highest retention rate, so 25% of our students are going to be retained. That comes out to about 3,000 students who need mentors.
Tony Garcia, who's my little brother, so to speak, see him progress, and he's doing well in school, and just to hope that I've had some, some guidance, helping him along the way. It helps to have somebody who's been there, done that, and who's not, still in school, to sit down and talk about getting a job, and even things like, what does this position pay?
So I actually would be interested in coming back as a mentor. If he's helping me out, I think I can help somebody else out too. And I would like to thank Kirk, for having an interest in this program. Just by him coming every week, he shows that he does care, and that's why I care.
If you're interested in becoming a volunteer mentor for DISD, please contact Diana at 972-925-3361. I promise it'll be a worthwhile experience. For Schools on Dallas, I'm Kirsten.
Thanks, Kirsten.
I've been thinking about becoming a runner. Get a pair of jogging shoes, a headband. Maybe I could run a marathon.
Maybe you need to go train with some kids in our next story. Here's Kyle with more.
Hey, this is Kyle here at Louise Wolff Elementary School here in Oak Cliff. If you think you're in shape, check these kids out.
Keep it moving. And let's go. Feet flat on the ground. Oh, it feels so good, doesn't it? Yes!
We were noticing that the children just were not as physically active as they used to be, and kids were getting heavier.
We just sat down one day at lunch and said, we ought to start a running club. And before we knew it, we had one going.
The running club is important because it shows the kids health-wise how healthy it is for them and how to deal with a group of people, because the running club has a lot of children in it.
Okay, we'll be doing a little stretching. We'll be doing a little speed drills. We're going to see if they can keep up with us.
Bob and I started off with we had a
Down.
base group of about 25
Up.
kids.
Down. Nobody fall over either.
1 foot at a time.
That's a little easier.
The club has really grown. We have sometimes as many as 50 or 55 kids in a class.
My favorite thing about being in the running club is getting to see all the other kids and competing with them. And it makes me more confident so that when I go to races, I can actually run the whole thing.
When I was small, I always used to chase my friends around. We used to play chase. I kind of had a hard time catching them, so I decided maybe from the running club I could gain some speed.
She's more confident now since the running club began. She used to in and out, with her little friends, biking, but not to the physical activity like they do now.
In addition to getting a great deal of exercise through the running club, the kids learn a lot about nutrition too.
It's important for the kids to be learning these things now because they are building a foundation for their adult health.
When I'm cooking, she always comes and say, "Mom, watch the oil. Why don't you bake it? Less salt."
You have to keep healthy on your food and balance, and I don't like it when I see fat on food. Kind of grosses me out.
We're really fortunate that Mr. Cooksey, our principal, allows us to use the inside of the building because then we don't disturb training. We have a circuit inside that they run, and we alert all the teachers that there will be running in the halls and up and down the stairs, and they do it delightfully.
When I first saw my two children coming in on the finishing line, I just cried.
I'm hoping that they will continue to run for their lives, or at least see the value of a disciplined sport.
Woo! That's all from Louise Wolff Elementary School. This is Kyle. That's a wrap. Back to you, Royce and Ismenia.
Okay, forget that. I can't be a runner. I'm getting tired just watching them. I need some water or something.
What are we going to do with you? First, you want to be a rapper, then a runner? What's next?
I know. I'll be a roper.
Oh, good grief.
Our next story is about never giving up on your dreams, whether it be a rapper, a runner, or a roper, or in this case, a ballet folklorico dancer with the dream of going to college.
Here's Rebecca with more.
Here at Moises y Molina High School, students and teacher Liz Gallego's dance classes learn the importance of discipline, pride, and grace. But that's not all. They are encouraged to discover their potential to develop their special talents and abilities. Last year, one young man faced many obstacles and could not graduate with the senior class. While he could have given up and dropped out of school, he decided to choose a different direction for his life.
Basically, I didn't think there was people who cared. I was looking for someone to hear me and actually talk to me about the problem that I had, and that I needed advice. I needed to know what to do, what can I do, and I needed support.
It's been nice. We've had lots of talks, particularly last year. He had a hard time, and we spent a lot of time talking.
She's really understanding. She likes to help a lot, and she has motivated me to continue dancing.
Dance is natural to Edgar. It's a part of who he is. It comes to him so easily. That ability is not just dance ability, it also covers everything. His ability to study, his ability to relate to people. He has a wonderful attention to detail.
He's always leaning forward into her. He's going to get her attention. He's going to be right there. She can't ignore him. Okay, what else?
In Mrs. Gallego's Ballet Folklorico Jaguara class, Edgar has learned folklorico dances from Mexico, Africa, and the South American regions. He not only learns the dances, but he directs some of his classmates for upcoming performances and competitions.
He is a step above the other students. This has given him an opportunity to act as a leader, and particularly when the girls do certain steps and the boys do certain steps. I can't be with both groups at the same time working on the same thing. And so Edgar has been able to take a leadership role and coach the boys on how to move. Everyone has accepted that so easily. They just look up to him.
Make sure when you do this, you extend the leg. The people that I was able to meet through dancing, it lets me know that there's things that I can do, that there's more that I can do.
He has experienced a great deal of pain and disappointment last year, and I think that when he hit his bottom, he made the decision that he didn't want to be there, and that he was willing to do whatever it took to be successful.
Ms. Gallegos is important to me because she has always talked to me and told me not to give up and to always do my best. And I'm going to continue to do that.
I know that Edgar is going to have a wonderful life, and I'm excited I hope that he continues to be in touch with me and let me know what he's doing. And when he has problems, I'm here too.
That's it from Molina High School. For School Zone Dallas, I'm Rebecca.
Rebecca's got some pretty big shoes to fill if she wants to dance like Edgar.
Yeah, but not this big.
Seriously, good luck to Edgar.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, let's check in now with Christy, who has more about Julius C. Frazier, which was named after the first woman to be principal in DISD. Hey, Christy, what's going on?
I'm here with Kendall Jackson, a terrific third grader, and he has the recipe for success here at Frazier.
1 supportive Area 2 superintendent, 1 dedicated principal, 25 committed teachers, 250 eager, intelligent students, 1 couple of awesome adopters, 1 fantastic general superintendent. Mix that all together and you'll get this wonderful elementary school.
I'm impressed. Here's more about what makes Julius C. Frazier tick.
You have to get up pretty early in the morning to see what's really going on at Julius C. Frazier Elementary School.
See how it ends right there? You're one by yourself.
The day starts at 7 a.m. for some students who receive additional tutoring.
We do school assessment every 3 weeks, and when looking at the assessment of our boys and girls, we determine which students need the greater help. And so we offer additional tutoring in the morning time. We know they're going to come here for breakfast, so as soon as they finish eating, we assign them to the various classrooms and they get that additional help that they need. Good morning, boys and girls.
By 8 a.m., school officially starts with the morning announcements about character.
This week's character quality word is honesty.
They give us the character word because it's so important that we stress that at the school. We're teaching them to be honest with each other, to do all the things that are right, because we realize that in this society we need to make sure that we're doing all the moral things that we need to do. And that's part of education, making sure the boys and girls make responsible decisions. It's an excellent opportunity that affords the children to learn a lot about being good character builders here.
E says E like feet.
When students enter Miss City's 3rd grade classroom, they are asked to drop their own last name and take on her last name until the final bell rings.
What vowel sound does ride have? I have the students drop their last name because I think that they're my children from 8 to 3 and they can do no wrong. So they're mine from 8 to 3. I tell them, okay, your mother is your mother, but when you step through the doors of Julius C. Frazier, I'm your mother. And all the other 3rd grade teachers are your aunts. Snake. Snake begins with S-A.
And the students definitely respond to it. Each student's progress is tracked carefully.
We assess them to make sure that they're on grade level, and if they're not on grade level, we can help them get the help that they need, the tutoring that they need.
The education is about a change. So you want that child to change from the day he walks in to the day he leaves, and that's the end of that school year. And that's what we strive for, to make sure that there is a change in that child when he walks through the classroom doors and the end of the school year.
As you can see, it takes a commitment from the school's principal, its staff, and many, many volunteers to help students reach their potential. And judging by the number of excellence awards on display, students are well on their way.
To say that TI is a heavenly set would be understated. TI gives us a grant every year for us to maintain a before school program. We're able to do an extended day program, and we do our own summer school program, and we get that through TI. On Mondays, the first semester, for about 6 weeks, they come out and tutor with us, give us their heart time, and they come out and dedicate their lives to us.
The impact we certainly hope to make, and we're proud of what we've done, and I'm proud of what the tutors have done, but we certainly can't stop here. And we can't stop until all of the kids in this neighborhood and in this school become productive and responsible citizens. We find that quite often many of these kids don't have the parent in the home. So these adult tutors act as a friend and a listener to many of the kids.
There you go. Good job.
We believe that any time that you add an adult or a parent into the whole equation of the process of a children learning, that you've struck a good card.
In another building about a half-mile away, the Texas Instruments Foundation teamed up with Head Start to create a center with comprehensive curriculum to be replicated throughout the state. Here at the Margaret H. Cone Head Start Center.
The mission of our center here at Margaret Cone is to prepare 3-, 4-, and 5-year-old children to successful entry into the public school system into kindergarten. We expose them to a lot of books and numbers and colors and shapes and all different kind of educational experiences so that when they do enter kindergarten, they have a head start.
We must recognize that the kids here at Frazier Elementary are the future to our city. They're the future to our community. They're our future workforce. So there's a tremendous need that we all join in to help these kids become successful.
As a result, the students at Frazier score just as high, if not higher, than any school in Texas on standardized exams.
We're very proud of that. People have come in and observed the boys and girls. I always keep asking, what are you looking for? Is just teaching, just good old-fashioned teaching, good teachers, good boys and girls. And when they come in, they are surprised, and I think it may be because of where we are, but that doesn't have anything to do with it. If you get a good teacher, a good dedicated teacher, some good students, some good parents working, you can achieve what we've done here at this school.
Thanks, Christy. She's right. The bottom line is that there are many, many people who love the students at this school and their neighborhood.
You got that right.
One thing I like about Frazier is they love their teachers. Here's a bulletin board they put up for their Teacher of the Year, Miss Jenkins. They even have pictures of her when she was a little girl.
Speaking of Teachers of the Year, our next story is about DISD's High School Teacher of the Year, Tom Cox from Skyline High School.
What is origami?
He loves Skyline. That's so evident. He loves his architecture program. He instills that same love for architecture in the students that are in his classes. He doesn't seek the glory for himself. Anything he does for his kids. Like this summer, he's got 2 additional students going on an architecture scholarship to a summer program. They couldn't afford to go. He gets it done. And he doesn't go around boasting that it's getting done. He just quietly goes and does it, and his students always benefit.
Teaching allows you to be an explorer, and it's fun to do that. I think it's important to be curious, and as teaching is one of the few things that I know of that really rewards curiosity. Every year is a new year. You have a different set of personalities to work with. You have the opportunity to create new lessons for those people in the classroom. There's new events going on in the city and the world around you. It's a constant exploration.
I like his sense of style. He's relaxed and laid back, but he still gets the job done.
He's not like other teachers in that he just stands up and teaches and lectures. He makes it more interactive, makes the activities more creative, I guess. It's not just pencil work, it's more like hands-on.
The opportunities that he provides his students in his field are above all else. They're unique opportunities. The students know they're unique opportunities. There's not another program like it in our district. He goes above and beyond making sure that students that are really and truly interested in architecture have an opportunity to continue the study.
I think it's important to bring opportunities to the classroom. As someone that is trying to help a student bridge the school environment to that of the professional world, I think it's important as a teacher in this mix to be able to provide those opportunities for them. Their wills, and as they begin to catch on to what is going on, it makes a tremendous difference in the classroom. Suddenly there is a reason for learning why it's important to be able to add inches and feet. Suddenly there is a reason why it's important to have correct grammar. The lessons of the day become real, and they can see a tangible reason for it, and they have a goal to work towards. They can see what the rewards are for those lessons of the day.
He just told me to strive for the best, you know, never settle for anything average. He's always put that extra effort into it.
He's realized what a teacher is, and he's done that job, and he surpassed it. He's more than just a teacher. He's more of a friend.
These folks that you have in the classroom grow up, and I've been fortunate enough to stay in contact with many of these people that have been in the classroom. And it's wonderful to watch what they do with the education they have gotten. To realize that yes, they are students today, but tomorrow they are adults and they are contributing, and that is a direct connection to that future, and that's very rewarding, and that's why I come back.
Another amazing teacher. Well, can you believe it? Another edition of School Zone Dallas has come and gone.
Yeah, in between, you tried to be a rapper, a runner, and a roper. I can only imagine what's in store for next month.
Yeah, well, hey, if you have any good story ideas about the amazing staff and students in DISD, just send us an email to schoolzone@dallasisd.org. We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, from all of us here at School Zone Dallas, keep it right here
in the zone.
Hi, I'm Laura Miller.
And I'm Mike Moses.
Mentoring a student for just 1 hour a week can make a big difference in their lives.
Today's students are tomorrow's workforce. Each of us is responsible for their success.
Call this number today.